Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video we have another league racing video, and this time we have a full grid of 20 drivers. It's F1GXL round 1 in Bahrain. I'm looking forward to this race, hoping to get some decent points for our McLaren. So yeah, let's head into this Grand Prix. So then, here we are in the garage. We're just checking if it's going to rain, but obviously we're in the middle of the desert, so it's not going to rain. I'm just lowering the fuel for our first qualifying lap. Should be easy, soft to hard strategy, but obviously you see what happens in the race. If I get wing damage or anything. But if we get knocked out of top 10, it is short qualifying, but even in short qualifying, if you get knocked out of top 10, you get a fresh tyres. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we go out on track. So then, here we are for our first flying lap of the season. I'm going to try and hook it up this lap so it's nice and smooth. So we brake just after the 100-metre board. You have to kind of drift into corners a bit fast with no ABS, so you just kick the rear tyres up a bit. We open DRS really nicely, have a decent first couple of corners, and now we're braking into turn 4, I think it is. And we're using some of the exit curve. You don't want to take too much, but you can invalidate if you go that. We go purple sector 1. That curve on the right there, don't touch that. It is awful. It just spin you out, and your day is done. So don't want to touch that curve. And I try to avoid that all the time during this league race and in qualifying. So yeah, we open DRS, and it's been a pretty decent lap so far. My PB in time trial is 1:25.9, I think, or 1:25.8. So yeah, and I think his name is Dom something. So yeah, the back end is stepping out a bit there, and someone's spun. So first spin already. But yeah, MOTORSPEED goes fast as 1:26.4, and brake just before the 50-metre board, turning the car nicely there. Get a really nice exit. It's going to be a shocking lap, 1:27.8. So yeah, and that is our first lap of the weekend. So now we are going for our second lap. I'm going to try and improve my time. It's really hard once you when you get a good lap, then you don't hook up the next lap. Consistency around here is hard to find. Yeah, we are in P19, so big L. And now we come out the second corner. Take that was better than last time, and there is loads of yellow flags on the track. It's from people letting other people by. So yeah, and we get a load of oversteer there. That's just losses a load of time. We go red sector 2, no sector 1, sorry, and we go a little bit green in sector 2, but now we're just losing time. But I can tell you that we gain time going down this back straight, I think, into this corner. It's one of the trickiest corners of the season on the calendar for F1, because you can always seem to want your brakes going into there, and sometimes you don't. Bit of RNG. So yeah, now we are only just gaining on time, and now we've lost it again. Yeah, we're 10 tenths up there, and now we're 2 tenths up, so I'm going to try and keep this going to the end of the lap. And we're going to brake for the 50-metre board, turn in, that was a rubbish exit. And we aren't going to improve that much. I thought we were, and we're going to go stay where we are. So that was a terrible lap. And that is our qualifying over for the F1GXL Bahrain Grand Prix. So we qualify outside the top 10, which means we are going to get a fresh set of tyres, which is good. And my teammate qualifies P15, so it's good for him. And TLT Stormy is in P9, so TLT doing decent, but on my side it's not that great. So yeah, now we're going to head into the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Terrible driver, I need to correct the grammar. So yeah. Is the very bad, terrible driver.
Is it just me that hates the placement of the telemetry?
Yes. No, it's in the middle. I
don't like it in the middle.
I love it in the middle. Oh, that sounds weird. That sounds weird.
I didn't hear what you
Anyways,
said.
anyways. Moving on.
Right then, so Ninja's on pole for what is his first ever GXL Tier 2 race, as far as I am concerned, as far as I know.
Rookie.
It is. I'm hearing that it is. Most of these guys, it is their first race in GXL and GXL Tier 2. Both drivers on the front row are newcomers to the championship era alongside Ninjas on the front row. Then comes Mr. Fisfy, one of the drivers from last season, ahead of newcomer Bruh on the second row in the Mercedes, the highest Mercedes on the grid. Then comes Dom, another newcomer in P5 ahead of Fliniesta. Last season he came second in the championship in the Red Bull, now driving for Alfa Romeo, starts this race in P6 ahead of Rage Panda Wolf in the Red Bull, who people were saying, oh, he should be moved up to Tier 1, he can almost do a 24.9. Shut up, he is in P7 ahead of TRT Stormy in the Haas. Then comes GXL Hamilton, who made a habit of crashing in qualifying. Then comes the Magma Beast, rounding out the top 10, the only driver in the top 10 on the mediums as far as I know. Then comes Average at Best, yeah, average at best because he's 11th. Then comes Frosty Life 9582 ahead of GH Racing 1 in the Williams. Then comes Sharky. Then the two Ferrari powered cars of Dave. I'm going to call him Dave. Lawless Fever. Then behind him in 16th in the Ferrari. Then comes BCFC Josh, who did say he was going to be very, very slow. And I have to say he was a little bit right on that. Then comes Trit.
So
the second Haas, and then the two McLarens of TRT Jasper
3.
and Dreadspot looking out the back row.
So then, here we are on the grid, right after the formation lap. We are behind the Haas of Triat and BCF Josh. And we're hoping to get a good start here on the mediums, so we're going to have less grip than the soft runners. And it's lights out, and away we go for the GXL Bahrain Grand Prix. We get a pretty decent start, but now we're going to jump over to TRT Stormy's POV, and he is going to think about dive bombing Fliniesta, but he thinks better about it. And can he get the Alpine of Dom, I think that is? No, he can't. And he's going to dive bomb him. And he makes that move stick, which is really good for him. And the Red Bull goes around the outside of him. But now we switch back to our POV on the end of lap 1. And yeah, it was a relatively clean start. I was just trying to stay out of it, but I didn't want to get involved. And Dreadbot is already in the pits, he must have wind damage. That's our teammate.
Yellow flag.
And Frosty Life has a 5-second time penalty already, probably causing the collision. And he's in the pits as well.
Okay, clear.
And there's yellow flags all over the place, and you're going to see what happens later on in that, but it's pretty funny.
Oh, look at Dave going for it on Sharky. No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. But yeah, oh, what's happening here? Oh, that's Mr. Fisby. Oh, and Dom as well. Oh, and Sharky as well. Why is everyone spinning on the same line? Oh, and Dave has spun again.
Wait,
what the hell happened there?
I can't keep up. Wait, who's spun?
So that was pretty funny. So because I was that far back, I didn't get to see any of that. But when I rewatched the stream after the race, I was so confused, as confused as the commentators were. And there's just a graveyard. There's like 3 cars just parking it, and there's a virtual safety car now. And we just need to keep our delta as positive as we can, so we don't get a 5-second time penalty or a drive-through, or a stop and go or anything like that. We don't want a penalty, so we're going to try and just keep it clean. And we're not going to pit because our mediums are still good, and everyone on the softs I think pitted, and they either went at the hards or they're going to do soft to medium. I think you can do that, I'm not sure, or they're going to do soft, medium, soft, which is the slower strategy. So yeah, now we're in the virtual safety car and we're just going to go around the lap. So then here we are at the end of the virtual safety car, and we are red in the delta but slow down. Now I see, and we only just get a drive through. That was like, we were 12 tenths in the red, which is really annoying. So now we are going to have to pit, but luckily there's going to be a full safety car. whilst we pit, so we get technically a free pit stop, but obviously not a pit stop because it's a drive-through, so we can't pit. And I was just checking the race director, and now I'm seeing the lobby options because I thought that I didn't have a setup on, but I did because I loaded it at the start. And you can see that I checked the setup, and it's on full for the lobby options because I thought they turned setups off because it's just default, but it wasn't that. So now we come out to the pits in P12, and we're going to try and not get another safety car, another drive-through penalty, because we don't want that. And now I think we did pit under the safety car, because if you don't pit under the safety car, then I don't know what you're doing. So yeah, we're going to pit for the hards. We're going to do medium to hards. I was going to do that anyway, but I think I was going to pit like lap 18, I think, and then the hards to the end. But obviously now the safety car, that's going to change things up a little bit. So yeah. So then here we are at the end of the safety car. And this was a problem that we had with CCR, where the leaders were going really slowly and it backed the whole field. Like, you can do that in Formula 1, but this slow, it's when you're technically stopping on the track. It's actually quite dangerous, so yeah, see, we're basically stopping, which is really annoying, because the leader's been just brake tested the whole field. But now it's green flag and we're back racing once again. And now we have GXL Hamilton, who is the owner of the league. He's just going to go straight past us in a straight line. This is on equal settings, so it doesn't matter if he's in a Merc. So yeah, and then we're going to get dive bombed by Frosty Life. He's going to go around the outside of us. That was a really nice move, but he gets the tank slap from the exit. And oh wait, no, that isn't Frosty Life, that is WM Ninjas. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, he was a really nice move there. I have to give him credit for that. But yeah, it's lap 8 and we're in P12. And yeah, we're going to try and take these mediums to our next pit window, and we might pit for the softs or the hards. I can't remember which one we did. So here we are on the back straight. Dom 115 HDM, I'm just going to call him Dom. He has a 5-second time penalty for, I guess, corner cut, and Sharky just binned it, and I don't know why they all bin it there. It's like one of the easiest corners in the game. It's just flat out, unless you touch the inside curve of death. And now this is Lawless Fever, I think his name is. He dive bombs us, going into that corner, and we are really struggling on these tyres. Got no grip, and we're going to pit this lap, I think. BF always has the worst strategy, so sometimes there's good strategies, sometimes there's really bad strategies. And a lot of people are DNFing. There's now 15 people left in this race. And at least we get DRS on Lawless Fever. I'm just going to call him Fever because I can't probably say the Lawless in his name. So yeah, I'm just going to call him Fever. And yeah, we get a decent exit on that corner. And we go green in sector 1, sorry. Green in sector 1. And you're supposed to retire in the pit lane, which is what Sharky did, so let's go through him. And if you see here, so the host leaves the session, and then Dom leaves the session, and then WN Ninjas leaves the session. So at this point, I was like, hang on a minute, are we restarting? But we weren't restarting. It's a glitch in the game. And as you can see on my halo there, graphics have gone weird. I didn't notice that. Unless it was just on my end. I don't know, but you can see that, sorry about that. But I thought that we were having a restart. So at this point I was so confused in this race. I was like, what the hell is happening? So I must have disconnected, but I was still racing on my screen. And I was in P5 somehow. And I was just overtaking all the AI cars, but on the stream they were still real people, so I must have disconnected on my screen, but obviously as you can see here there's still a video and I haven't disconnected. But yeah, I was just really confused, and I thought that was a real person, but it wasn't, it was an AI when I was driving, obviously. But yeah, I was so confused. This whole race was just a bit mental. And I had still doing alright. So GXL Hamilton's AI pits. He was already in AI. He left a couple laps ago, I think he did. I'm not sure. Yeah, battling AI, but I don't really care at this point in the race. I was just like, what the hell is happening? So all the AI pittings, and TRT Scott is apparently P1, but he was like P7, I think. And we were in P13, so I was so confused. And it's like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, gap ahead is 4.
So then, now we come into the pits, and because I'm in AI mode, this wasn't a scheduled stop. So my AI just decided, you know what, I'm going to pit and ruin your race anyway. So the AI pit, which was really annoying, but because I disconnected, or like sort of disconnected, it didn't really matter. I was still outside the points anyway. And yeah, this race, it was a bit of a mess, not gonna lie. Just game's too buggy for league racing right now. So now we are coming onto the back straight of the Bahrain Grand Prix. On the last lap, it's been a relatively solid race. Quite happy with the result. And yeah, so we come out the final corner now, going down the back straight, and we're going to come home P13.
Goes to the penultimate corner. Just one corner to go between Esther and victory.
It's on the P5.
Stops at P5, so P5 to P1 for Bleeding Esther and Alpha Romeo. The exit the final corner and they start the single style. Bleeding Esther wins GXL 2001 on the 6th of April.
So thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Congrats to Funny Esther for winning this race, and for everyone else who finished this race. Really fun race, I enjoyed it, and the P13, I'll take that. No penalties, which is good besides ones in the safety car, but you know, we move. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Turn on that notification bell, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
My shoulder, done with my cigarette.